Good morning, everybody. As Tom said, this session is on building capacity and confidence. And our first speaker is Mr. Ije Nwokore, who is the MD of Wolf Owens UK. And he can tell you a bit more about what they do.
I'm not going to talk too much about the nature of our work. I'll do a quick intro on that, but I'm really going to talk to you about what Tom called what's often mistaken as the human side of it, what's often mistaken as the soft side of it, which I actually think is the hard side of it, because it's about people and managing people in a creative organization. I understand the creative side, I don't understand the business side. I'm kind of saying, well, maybe you're making a mistake by thinking about those as two different things. Because creativity is about making things that weren't there. And if we make things that people need, then we are as commercial as we need to be. We can let the number crunchers crunch the numbers later on. So I think that this is, for the people I've talked to on the talks I've listened to, I was really kind of humbled yesterday listening to some great people talking about some great stuff. I think that this is the time for the creative talent to emerge from Africa, not just because it's got the skills to do stuff, but the behaviors of creative people are hardwired to be really, really commercial.
Hi, my name is Ije Nwokore. I'm the managing director of a company called Wolf Owens, which is a global brand consultancy, and I run the London office. I'm here at the Creative Expos Nigeria 2012, where we've been focusing on investment in the creative industries. It's been a fantastic event. It's been a really useful thing for me as a Nigerian to come back to the country and really see what is a really exciting industry that people don't often think about, which is the creative industries. And my overall view of from the 2 days is that we are on the cusp of becoming one of the global leaders in the creative industries. There's so much talent from digital development, from app makers, musicians. Nollywood is more interesting than I even thought, and I always thought it was interesting. So it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the 2013 version of this event. Thank you.
First of all, special thanks to the British Council for believing in us when we just had an idea. So far, this year, 2012, we had 3,265 entrepreneurs and creative minds attended these sessions in Lagos and Abuja. 65 businesses pitched to investors during our session. 2 got partnerships. Luckily, only 1 got funded, but 1 is good enough. 26 new businesses have started since we started the session. And many more are in incubation. We also run an incubation service.
Hi, my name is Obi Asika, founder of Storm 360. I've been at this Creative Economy Conference for the last 2 days with the British Council. And I think it's been very positive. There have been very strong panels, very strong speakers, and a lot of high-level discussion. I think perhaps the most important thing that's come out of this particular conference this year, which is the 2nd edition, is there's time for leaders in the industry in Nigeria to define the industry and to stop waiting for handouts, stop waiting for third parties, people who are not directly in the industry to lead for us. So I think whilst I commend the British Council, I think what they're really doing is provoking a situation where we ourselves begin to consolidate, begin to get rid of some of the extensions, all these, there's too much disconnect, and there needs to be more integration and people focusing on the key issues to give our people jobs. So for me, that's the most important thing I've taken out of this.
So we went out to Yaba and we met with the guys at the CC Hub. Very, very impressive. I mean, the first couple of conversations I had, I was like, these guys actually might be hackers, you know. I guess we're using the word hackers now. I think the proper thing to call them is developers. These guys are amazing, and I think they're even more amazing because there are no schools that teach these things in Nigeria, at least not yet, at least not that I know of. And to find people who are, have that skill level in this environment is really encouraging. It shows that there's a lot of passion. It shows that people sometimes just need a little bit of support, to be able to, for us to be able to compete, as a country and as a sector or as businesses internationally. We sometimes just need that push, that help, that support. And I'm glad that, British Council took the initiative to do this.
Right now you want to step out, you think you have something to offer, but yet you know that talent is not enough, passion is not enough, education is not enough. How do you create a brand, a sustainable brand? Because I'm a filmmaker, I know this thing is here, I create ideas every day, but I just don't want to be like a normal guy. I spoke to Kunle, I spoke to Kopla, and they will tell me that no, we don't want to do the normal thing. So how do you create a brand that will stand you out as a filmmaker? And number two, how do you now attract attention and investor to your brand?
Oftentimes when you gain an amount of success and trying to work the other way around, create structure afterwards, is actually harder. So for instance, you have a film company, have you registered it? Is it a registered company? Yes. Around registration, you're looking at a whole bunch of things. You're looking at your taxation, you're looking at just getting your papers right. Something
I realize in this country is if you do the exact same thing the other guy is doing, you do with a smile and a thank you, and please come again, you'll get 10 times more customers.
Understand who your target audience is, what they would like to see, because if you're, creating this type of content and you have a target audience in mind, but it's not what they want to see and how they want to see it, that's going to affect, viewership and your audience numbers.
How do you track artists or songs by artists that radio stations use for jingles? Do you hunt the radio stations down, or do you hunt the people, the products who use them?
The radio station says to Kosan, we play our songs from these number of artists, and then Kosan determines the price that they put per song or per play, and then you just get a proportion of the average of what they play, essentially. So that's why it's a blanket license. So they may pay more or they may pay less than what the actual value is.
My name is Ohimaya Tafo, and I'm the owner of My Atafo Inspired, which is my clothing line. I have a sister company called Weddings by My, which we, I attend to everything weddings. Under My Atafo Inspired, we do things for both male and female, bespoke suits for guys and evening dresses for ladies. Coming here today has been, it's been a good experience in the last 2 days. I was here today and we had to interact with young creative people, those of them that are starting off their businesses and trying to, I think what excited me the most is that they want to go commercial. So I think that would be great, and I would absolutely love to be part of that, either mentoring someone or developing someone, as well as getting development too for myself, because you never stop learning till you're dead. So literally, I have no plans of dying soon. Father Lord, please. So I want to keep learning so I can build myself and also give back to those that want to learn.
and you want to get yourself out.
Yeah.
The thing is as well, a big part of moving forward is accepting that when we work, there's a lot of times, like you said, you work and you expect to get paid and you get paid nothing. You get really irritated and it's upsetting. Sometimes just get involved, no, you don't need to be paid. But getting an agreement about distribution, when money comes in on the other side, agree something that he can have. But don't pay him for the process. He doesn't need to be paid for. You don't need to be paid for the process. Because even if the film bombs, you always have that proof that you did that sound design.
My name is Toyin Oyekomi. I'm a filmmaker and an actor. I must say from yesterday till today, I've learned a lot. I've learned how to brand yourself, how to really package that thing that you have Don't just give it away. Know how to sell it. Know how to identify your target audience and know how to, give them what they want. Because at the end of the day, these are the people that will patronize you. So the speakers, they've been able to actually intimate us on how to package ourselves, how to brand yourself, how to give the consumers what they want, and at the end of the day, how to make profit. And I'm really grateful to British Council for giving us this kind of opportunity for young filmmakers like us to network and to get exposed.